Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and today we're going to talk about colorants.
Hey everyone, it's Corin, and you're watching EnKoreMakeup. Blend, blend, blend.
Hi, Corin, stop using my lipstick.
Okay, so the next colorant I'm going to talk about is ferric ferrocyanide. And just because it has cyanide in it, it doesn't mean it's like dangerous. Ooh. Alright, ferric ferrocyanide is just kind of like a scientific term for the color Prussian blue. Okay, and many of us know Prussian blue better than ferric ferrocyanide. And I believe art students and painters calls this Parisian blue, and of course it's the blue that you'll probably find in most like paints, like tempera or airbrush paints, wall paints and whatnot. Okay, and it's an intense blue. All right, and this is actually synthetic. All right, ferric ferrocyanide is a synthetic colorant. And I am going to just get a little bit of this. Alright, there you go. And we're going to do the water test once again. Here's my tank, fresh water. Alright, add that in there, mix it, and yes, it's going to turn the water blue. Alright, so again, if your product has Prussian blue or Berlin blue, ferric ferrocyanide, or Parisian blue, then it's definitely a colorant that's going to dissolve in water and stain the water. Okay, the next colorant that I'm going to talk to you guys about is probably the most popular ones that you can get from mineral makeup suppliers or wholesalers like TKB Training. They have this blue called Pop Mica in Blueberry Pop, okay? And it's mica colored with iron oxides, and there's also titanium dioxide to bind the colorant with the mica, okay? And sometimes they contain tin oxide as well, all right? So it's a bunch of different mineral makeup making or mineral products that makes up this colorant, okay? Now, products like these you can use as is, okay? Now, there's probably a lot of companies that orders these by the bulk and just repackage them and call them something else, okay? That is fine. But, you know, for like other colorants that cannot be used as is, companies shouldn't repackage it and sell it as is, all right? There should be an explanation of some form, either in the packaging or in their website, that those are not used as is and instead as a colorant to be mixed with a base powder, a wax base, you know, for lipsticks and lip glosses, or mixing medium, you know, either for airbrushing or body paint or tanning whatsoever. Okay, so this is Pop Mica, all right, and also this one is from Coastal Scents. They also supply mineral ingredients, and this one is called Colorona Blue, alright, and it's the same thing. It's mica with titanium dioxide colored with iron oxides, okay, and these reacts much like any mineral based colorant, so like mica. It's not going to dissolve in water, alright, and this is Pop Blue or Blueberry Pop, alright, and this is a really intense color. So I'm going to demonstrate this. Alright, there you go. Get our water tank, drop it in there, mix it, and as you can see, it's just floating again right in the surface, and it's not coloring the water. So here's the better shot. As you can see, it's just floating right on the surface of the water. Alright, and this is the Blueberry Pop Mica. Okay, and finally, let's talk about another synthetic colorant, and this is called FD&C and DNC, also known as Lake. So if you see a colorant in your product that says Lake Blue #1 or Lake or red lake number 40, or number 40 lake red, or yellow number 5. Those are synthetic colorants. Now those colorants has to be governed by the FD&C Act. Alright, and it's definitely governed by the FDA. Now, FD&C means Food, Drug, and Cosmetics. Those are certified colorants that can be used for food, for cosmetics, and for drugs, like pills, colored syrups, things like that, ointments. Now, these colorants have to be batch certified. Okay, it comes sealed in a packaging when it goes to a wholesale store. Okay, now, when small cosmetic companies and manufacturers buys FD&C or DNC from a wholesale company, they will have to buy a batch certified colorant, okay? Because if they buy them in increments, like in, packages like this, and then repack them, then it loses its certification, and that's illegal. Alright, so keep an eye on smaller companies that uses lakes and dyes that are not certified, because if they bought that straight from a wholesale company, alright, in small increments, then it does not have certifications, and that company can get in trouble. Alright, because I know there's a lot of companies in there that probably buys these intense pigments, alright, package them and sell them as is, as a highly pigmented product, and these are like really strong colorants. It can stain your skin. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing gloves right now because I'm going to demonstrate the water test and all that with you guys, but I don't want to stain my fingers, so I have to use gloves. Alright, again, these come in different colors, and of course these are colorants used for food coloring, again, like I said, drugs, pills, syrups, and makeup. Alright, so again, if you are a consumer, make sure that the product you're buying, especially from smaller companies, of course we want to support small companies, to make sure that it's not pure colorant or pure lake, okay? FD&C, lake number, whatever, is what's going to tell you. Now, another thing that I need to really explain is that these colorants, the base on it is resin. Okay, so it's basically like sap from pine trees. Okay, those crystallizes, and then it's finely milled and grounded, and then colored with synthetic colorant or dye. Okay, it's another word for dye. Okay, so these are resin based. Again, you can be allergic to resin because it's from a tree. It's a tree sap. You can be allergic to it, and just keep an eye on that. And I'm going to demonstrate the solubility of this. Alright, so if you have a product that has blue number 1, red number 40, yellow number 5 in a pigment, this is what's going to do in the water. And I just spilled it all over my table. It's going to take me time to clean that. Alright, so here it is. Alright, and the water. Alright, mix it, and it's instantly colors the water, because it's just like food coloring. You're adding food coloring to the water. Well, it's not just food coloring, because it's FD&C. It's food, drugs, and cosmetic coloring. Alright, so again, that's going to dissolve in water, and that's, perfectly normal. So I think those are all the main colorants that I just want to explain to you guys, so you guys have a little bit more of an idea of what colorants are used in cosmetic products. And basically, the main thing is, don't be alarmed, guys, if it doesn't mix with water, or if it does. And also, for those smaller companies, do be considerate of the consumer. Don't buy these pure and repackage them and sell them as is, and they are not. Okay. And for those of you guys who are purchasing pure colorants, make sure you have a base powder, okay, that you're going to mix it in. And those base powders are available from companies like Coastal Scents. They have base powders for foundation, base powders for eyeshadows. TKB Trading also have texture matte base for eyeshadows. You know, so just kind of like have those, you know, around. You know, it's not that expensive to get them. And once again, hopefully this really kind of straightened things out and answers a lot of your questions, and also educated you a little bit about colorants in makeup products. So thanks for joining me. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.